On July 26, 1942, President Franklin D. Roosevelt rallies the Philippine Army to fight in World War II. More than 7,000 Filipinos formed the United States 1st and 2nd Filipino Infantry Regiments. The Armed Forces Voluntary Recruitment Act of 1945 is ratified, granting Filipino regiments similar pay and benefits as American soldiers. The Rescission Act of 1946 is adopted, stripping Filipino veterans of pension benefits, service-connected disabilities, and subsidized health care. The fight for full veterans' equity continues today. Many veterans who are still alive today still wait for the benefits they deserve. Among these disparities, access to health care may be difficult. Free clinics, such as Bayanihan Clinic, exist to bridge the gap. Although catering to the veteranos, we open our arms to all those who need our services. Through inviting people to our clinic and outreaching to surrounding communities, we do our best to fulfill our mission. We take pride in being able to provide free acute health care through volunteering undergraduate students, medical students, and physicians. Most importantly, actually traveling to the target population communities, giving medical advice, and simply interacting with them is a goal we fulfill. After all, a large portion of healthcare is not just in the hospital.
How I got involved with the Bayanihan Clinic is that a couple of students approached me with the idea that they wanted to start a clinic for Filipino veterans from World War II. And for me, that was a great idea. Very few people realized how many World War II veterans, Filipinos, were here in California and even in Sacramento. So I welcomed the idea, and since I did have a clinic downtown on V Street, I offered the use of the clinic to these students on Saturdays, because generally our clinic was open Monday through Friday, and Saturday was pretty much free at that time.
I typically just oversee the operation of the clinic. I represent the Bayanihan Clinic in various functions in the community. At one point in time, I was invited to the Asian Pacific Chamber of Commerce, wherein I mingled with a lot of the medical directors of different clinics in the community. So I thought it would be nice that our clinic is represented out there. You know, in terms of you know, overseeing the clinic site per se, I have been you know, checking the charge and making sure that everything is done correctly and in accordance with the law.
Every Saturday, Bayanihan Clinic offers its services to Filipino veterans and other uninsured populations. The staff consists of one preceptor, 2 or more medical students, and undergraduate volunteers. The volunteers fulfill many roles during clinic, which includes monitor, reception, intake, and lab.
With having diabetes and then having high blood pressure, it's an extra risk, and diabetes can cause other problems when you have high blood pressure. So we're going to want to start you on a medication called an ACE inhibitor, and it's a great medication for diabetes or for diabetics because it also helps protect their kidneys. Okay. Because sometimes with diabetes you have risks of hurting your kidneys. So the ACE inhibitor is great for that because it's going to help both the hypertension, the high blood pressure, and it'll help protect the kidneys. Okay.
Clinic gives so many opportunities that just an undergrad at Davis doesn't get normally. I mean, to interact with the population that we're interacting with, the cause, just solving and helping a cause like this is so great.
Ever since I joined Bayanihan Clinic, I found myself to be even more passionate about the medical field and helping the community just by being surrounded by people who are so passionate about helping the veteranos, helping the underserved, and just trying to make a difference in our Sacramento community.
Okay, so Dr. Lanan, how long have you been working with Bayanihan Clinic?
I started back in 2003. This was when the clinic, I think, was founded. Yeah, so ever since.
What do you feel are the benefits of being a preceptor for our clinic?
Well, I wanted to share whatever experience I have, with students. Sort of impart to the students something that I have not experienced when I was in med school or when I was in college. So I find that really, really fascinating, fulfilling.
I think it's a great opportunity to allow physicians to get out of their routine. We're all very busy. We see quite a lot of patients, and it does allow us to see another aspect of the community, to see that there are a lot of young doctors-to-be and residents and medical students there that need some guidance and want to know what it's like to actually practice. And it's a great opportunity to provide a good example to future physicians, to let them know, what we do on a day-to-day basis in our practice, and to also kind of encourage them in many ways that they might not get through either school or through residency.
For anyone who's considering being a preceptor here, I would highly encourage for many reasons. Number one, we all know how hard it is to be an immigrant in this country, especially a Filipino immigrant. Besides language barriers, there are cultural barriers. And as we all know, there are many problems that we can prevent with simple primary care, including hypertension and diabetes. For many of these immigrants who have a hard time getting access, it's very rewarding to take care of these problems and to see them smile because they are being taken care of. I've had patients with tears in their eyes, just simply the fact that we were able to provide them tests and medications at no cost.
We are still in the process of recruiting physicians at this time, and I wish that a lot more doctors in the community will join us, whether it's the Bayanihan Clinic or other student-run clinics.
Well, the Bayanihan Clinic did a lot for the veterans and their wives and families who are here, not only in terms of attending to their health, but also giving them some kind of moral lifting aspect.
It helped much. The veterans who are lazy to go to the hospital, they are the Bayanihan clinics all there to serve them, and they are so happy for them, and they are so friendly, and we treated them as if they are our apos from the Philippines. As is our tradition to be like that, and they serve us wholeheartedly.
Bayanihan also offers services outside of clinic. It outreaches to the community, traveling around the greater Sacramento area to service those who do not have the resources to go into the clinic. It also provides health screenings, such as vision, blood pressure, and glucose checks at community events. It also puts together informational booths, teaching the public about health problems such as diabetes. On Memorial Day weekend, Bayanihan Clinic went on a mini medical mission in Yuba City to honor the veterans. it provided a health screening at a new memorial dedicated to soldiers who served and died in Afghanistan and Iraq.
The mission of Bayanihan Clinic is to provide culturally and linguistically sensitive primary care to the underserved Filipino population, particularly World War II veterans and recent immigrants, and the greater uninsured populations in Sacramento. Together, undergraduate students, medical students, and physicians form a collective of individual leaders that contribute to the smooth running of Bayanihan Clinic. Since this clinic began in February 2002, we have been growing stronger each year with more space to work, innovative ideas, and motivated volunteers. Through our acute care, preventative, pharmaceutical, and social services, we open our arms to all and accept patients without regards to citizenship, ethnicity, or ability to pay. We would like to close with a thank you to those who have contributed in any way to Bayanihan Clinic and appreciate all the hard work that has and will be put into our small yet growing clinic.